Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be showing you all how to get this really nice easy crochet style that I did. You all probably saw this on my Instagram a really long time ago, but I'm still going to put the video out. Welcome back, and if it is new, welcome to my channel. Put a thumbs up, don't forget to subscribe and put on your notifications so you always know when I put out a video. Don't forget to also leave a comment. That is going to help me out a lot. As you all can see, I really love this style, and I love the Marley braids because they really blend well with my hair. So without further ado, let's get into the video.
もしもし
So here's my Marley braids. I had used them already in my hair before as braids, and I just washed them. I'm also going to be using Eco Styler gel, my petroleum, my jojoba oil mixed with some oils in there. This is water and aloe vera juice, my comb and brushes. Simple as that. And I'm also going to use rubber bands and of course some hairpins. My hair was just in some braids because I had washed them a few days before, and this is the best way for me to stretch them out. And I'm just going to put a part from ear to ear. Once I get the hair out of the way, the excess hair, just going to twist them out of the way to the front and attach them to the braids that are there. Now I'm just spritzing each section with water, and I'm going to rub that in with my fingers all the way down to the scalp. I really like the aloe vera juice with water. I really like how soothing it is on my scalp. I detangle with my comb and with my fingers, and then I make sure and I grease down that hair. The hair that you see in here most likely already have some oil on it from when I had washed it and sealed it. Usually I just wash my hair and I seal the moisture in with the oil. And once I've greased it down, I'm just going to put that into a braid going all the way to the back of my head. And it doesn't need to be neat. Don't forget you're going to be covering it with the braids. And I'm just going to repeat that process throughout my head. Originally I wanted to do a braidless crochet, but my hair was not staying at all. Then I tried to do it with twists, and the twist didn't stay either. If your hair stays in twists easily, or your hair is long enough to hold with rubber bands or something, and you don't need to braid it, go ahead and do it. But for me, I really had to braid it because my hair didn't want to hold. And here you would see me going through, like combing out with the braid with the comb a few times because my hair loves to tangle even if I had just detangled it. So when I'm braiding, especially corners, I always have to do that. So this is the very important part for me because my hair is so short. I couldn't like braid them into each other, and I did not want to stitch them down, so because they usually hurt. So I go in with the crochet braid and I hook the hair into the braid, and then I use the hook to hook the Marley braid through it to kind of reinforce the hair that is inside of the corner. And I could usually tell when I pass through it because it's usually really hard for the needle to go through, and this further secures that. This for me was the most time consuming thing because I had to be very precise to make sure I could lock those in just to secure that section of the corner. And once that is done, you just need to go ahead and crochet the rest of the hair. The Marley braid is really nice because I don't have to go in and knot it 2 or 3 times. I just loop it once and that is it, and they never come undone. This is not, this is like, this Marley braid I have is just being recycled. I wash it and I keep reusing it over and over. I have never bought more. And you just go through loop, and you do not go under the braid. I went under the braid sometimes, and the ones that were under the braid, they kind of hurt my scalp and they would not shift around. And the ones where I crocheted through the hair, they moved a lot more, like the ones on the inside where it dropping on the part, like to cover the part, and or on the outside. But the ones where I went really close to the scalp, I found them a bit painful. So if you realize you're doing crochet braids and you find it uncomfortable, itching, or they're not moving around too much, most likely it's because you put the needle directly under the corner. Here you see I go to the side, and this is through the hair, and I pull everything back on the side, but when it drops, it covers the part perfectly so that you do not see my scalp. So this section to the back of my head, basically it took about half an hour, maybe 45 minutes maximum. I did stop in between to do a few things, but it went really fast. For the front of my head, I first opted to do 3 little buns to the top, and that was not cute, and it was really holding that well, so I decided to just do the double bun. And my hair is moisturized the same way I moisturize the back, but here I'm just going to put like some grease and some gel, like really gel it down, and I'm going to just use the brush to brush all of that up. Usually gelling my hair and bunning it doesn't look cute, it does not come out like how it does on YouTube, but this one time I felt as though it came out okay. And I would just say, you don't have to like overpack it with product. If it's hair damp, that's enough. And it looks like I'm pulling a lot here, but I have to because my hair would slip out if I don't, but it's not that tight when I'm done. And once you see how it looks there, I think I just brushed the edges just a little bit when I had to tie it down, but not a lot. It just stick down for itself because the hair is really short. Now for the ponytails, I have the hair, the Marley hair, on a rubber band that I looped, and I'm just carefully wrapping that around. This was really tricky too because sometimes it felt really neat and it stayed really good, but it might puck out later on. So this is where hairpins would come in handy. And once you have all of that wrapped around, you just go under and you can tuck in 1 or 2 hairpins just to reinforce it. So here I'm repeating the same process. I wrap my own braid around the ponytail, and then I start to wrap the Marley braid around that. And if you want, you could do the bun bigger. I did do the bun bigger like once or twice, but I preferred it to be a little smaller because I found it easier to control than the bigger ones. And it's totally up to you how big you want it to be. And here I had just tied it down. I didn't use my baby, my little baby brush to the edges. The hairs lay down for themselves because it's really short, so they didn't stay up. And yeah, that is how I got that style. Thank you all so much for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and I will see you all in the next one.
もしもし